All right. What in the world? Oh, I didn't cover that. Hello. Hey, Mary. Can you hear me? Hello. Hey, Mary. What's up? Can you hear me? Hello. I think your mic is on mute. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you doing?
Oh, a lot better. It's
Okay.
really,
Yeah. So sorry what happened. Like I saw those pictures. I was like, whoa, what happened? You know, like last week.
Yeah, the food is from my previous accident.
Oh wow.
It's,
Oh really?
yeah, a couple
Okay.
months ago. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe I was not taking the medications correctly or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you feel better and that you're able to get home and then start.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a
Okay.
lot better.
Let's actually. Did you want to cover like maybe homework 1 or homework 2?
Yeah, homework too.
Okay. Yeah, we can actually finish it today. You want to share maybe your screen and maybe we'll talk about it?
Yes.
Okay, okay, you can share your screen. Okay. All right. So, is this the same one as the one you sent me?
Yeah, this is the same one.
Okay, let me actually find that email. And we have to write a Python program, right? We have to do some Python.
Yeah, because I didn't really understand them.
Let me just read this. And you said you did number 1?
Yeah, I did wrote. I just type it in. I already wrote it down.
Okay. Compared to that, why is the left join most important? Was it construct a scatter plot of unit versus price?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose you are working on a big front that sells pharmaceutical plant. Karen is the resident. Did they give you guys like a database for this? Merge the invoice, the customer product tables. Because it's on number 2, it says something about like a bunch of tables.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Unless it's referring to.
It said something in number 2, like try to go to 2, question 2.
Okay, let's see.
Oh wait, it says compared to others, why is the left? Okay, probably not question 3. It's weird. It's supposed to be question 2, but try to scroll question 3, the bottom one. I think right here it says merge the invoice, the customer, and the product tables. Where is this? Where are these tables?
Let me see. I think yes, business ones.
Why is that? It's weird because they didn't give you anything.
Yeah, because I don't think I saw anything.
Merge. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, we would just apply a pandas on Python.
Okay.
But we need the tables though somehow. Unless you have to construct them, which they're very specific. They're saying here like merge the invoice and customer and product tables. Oh yeah, how's your computer search?
It's gotten good. I've done it fight one, so on Wednesday I'm gonna go get it from Best Buy.
Oh, perfect. That's
Mhm.
good. Yeah.
It's gonna be a Lenovo C740.
Oh, a Lenovo? You said the Lenovo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Lenovo's are good. Actually, which one are you getting?
C740 12. The RAM is 12 GB.
What was say the model? What's the model again? Z what?
C740.
C740.
Mm-hmm.
740. Let me see. I have a Lenovo as well. I have a Legion one.
Mm-hmm.
Lenovo Legion. It's one of the. Have you ever heard of the gamer laptops?
Yeah, they were talking about gaming and stuff like that.
Because the reason why I always like the one I have, I actually have an Asus and a Lenovo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other one is an HP. But then my Lenovo one, it's a Legion. The reason why I get those is it's like a higher end. If you get a gamer laptop, you get a higher performance.
Higher performance. Okay. Because
So
the Asus was there, but I just didn't like the style.
it's too big, yeah, kind of. It's a little bit big, the Asus ones. What about
Yeah,
did you get a Lenovo Ideal Pad? Is the Ideal Pad 740? What kind is it? I was only able to find the 470.
no, 740.
Yeah, Z
Is it
740.
10th generation? Let me see here.
I was only able to find 470. Let me see.
Where was the 740? I took a picture of it.
Is it I7?
Yeah, it's I7 and it is
What is it, a yoga or is it like a ThinkPad?
yoga.
Oh, you got a yoga. Okay.
Mhm.
Yogas are good.
Are they good?
I would get a Legion. If you can get a Legion, it'd be better.
Then I'll just tell them, yes, yoga C740. They didn't have a bunch because the other day I spent like almost 9 hours just being on the internet surfing to get the right computer.
Okay. I mean, like, let me see. Let me see if I can find you. So you like the yoga? You like yoga?
It was just the because
Oh,
I
is,
knew
is
that
oh, I
just
think I
the
found it. C740, right?
yeah.
I think I found it. Let me think. Let me see.
So between that one and the Legion, which one is better?
Is it
Because
14 inch? 14 inch?
15.6.
15. Let me see. 15. 15.6. 15.6.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually. I like doing this kind of stuff. I think I had a yoga before, but like, let me just. Oh, is this the one that flips?
Yeah, the one that flips.
Okay, it's touchscreen as well, right?
Yes, and it is like looks a little metallic, like
Oh
a
yeah, I
white.
like those ones. I found, is this one that you're getting? Is it a solid state drive SSD?
Yeah, you told me to do a solid state.
And what's the storage?
Storage is 512
Oh, that's good.
plus
That's really good.
something octane.
Yeah, I think I found that. This is the exact one. C740, 512 with 32 gig Optane,
Yeah, that one.
and then 2.6 gigahertz is your memory, which is really good. 12 gig, I think RAM.
Yeah, 12 gig for the RAM.
Yeah, I if you get 32, it'll be better. 16, but this is good for the price though. The price is good.
32 for what? For RAM?
Yeah, what is your RAM?
The RAM is 12.
12, okay. But the price that you're getting this guy is pretty good.
But you say the 32 RAM is better
It is. You don't have to go all out, you know.
for,
If you
for
don't
the
have
kind of things we are doing.
do you want to if you want a really high end one, I
Mm-hmm.
would go to Lenovo Legion. Try to find Lenovo Legion,
Lower Legion. Okay.
like Legion. Lenovo Legion. Try looking for that one. Let me see.
Okay.
It's a really good one. It's like probably
Yeah,
one of the best.
because if they have it, if that's better than this one, then I just rather go for the one that is better
And it's
because
not even that much. Like it's a little bit. Like yours, the one that you're buying right now is 1,000, right? Something
it's
like.
1,000. Yeah, 1,900.
But the Lenovo Legion is only 1,200. It's like only 200 more, and then it's
Which
better.
is the
It's way
price
better.
of the Asus that I just didn't check the Asus just because this one looks cuter.
It's not laptop. It's not a touchscreen though. That's the thing. I wouldn't care so much about being as a touchscreen because like like that's the thing. Like you're paying for that functionality.
For functionality, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like the flipping. You could watch movies or you could flip it like a tablet. But
Mm-hmm.
like for and that like data analytics, you want
Mm-hmm.
a really a strong laptop like that can
Okay.
do like a lot of computations.
So
Yeah.
either do the Asus if I don't find the Legion, just go for the Asus I didn't want because of style.
Okay, so for the Asus one, try and
Mm-hmm.
find a Asus ROG, ROG, like Asus ROG. Try to write that ROG. That's the best one for Asus.
Okay.
And then, and if you
Okay.
want a Legion, if you want a Lenovo, get a Legion.
Go
Lenovo.
get a Legion. Okay, cool.
Yeah, those are the only
Mm.
two I would get. If you get those two, either one is good to go.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
And
let me know.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Let me know the specs. I can confirm it with you if it's good. Because like I
Okay.
have both of those, a ROG and a Legion.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you're gonna get a new one because
Yeah,
yeah.
Wednesday. Tomorrow is just because of the elections, and if something is happening outside, I don't want to get caught up
Yeah.
outside.
Did you vote already?
I'm not gonna do it.
I already voted today. I actually went outside to vote. It's not bad.
I was scared because it's really hot here.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's kind of hot here too. I'm in California.
Oh yeah, you suck. Oh, if you're there, then it's hot there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what really scares me. I'm like, oh my God.
It's fine though. I really didn't want to like vote in mail. So today's like the last non because if I vote tomorrow it'll be too hectic.
Yeah, tomorrow is like the riskiest day. I don't know what's gonna happen. Nobody knows. Nobody
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I guess going back to what we were talking about. Where the heck is this table?
This table, I'm trying to figure out what, because I think I could have seen something.
Let me read this again.
Yeah, you read it right.
Why is left join merge the invoice and customer write Python code to answer the following 5 questions. Where the heck is it in the video? Is this something you have to find?
Because he's talking like it's something he's given us, but I don't have
Where did you
anything.
find this homework? Maybe it's attached
The
to the,
homework is right here. Let me open it.
it should be attached to the homework somehow.
Okay, let me open the homework. It's right here. So the homework is here.
All right. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is this HTML editor?
Which one?
HTML editor. It says on the right. I don't know. Maybe that's probably nothing.
I saw it in the other homework too. I didn't know what he meant by this. We never had this kind of thing in the other class.
And it's always like a scavenger hunt with this professor. Is this professor the same guy?
No, this is another guy.
Oh, it's another person. Okay.
Yeah, his homework.
Do they have videos? Did they talk? Is there a video for this for like week 2? Maybe it's in the video.
Yeah, okay, let me check the video.
Let's look at the video. Oh, there's an introduction.
The other guy is the code director of the program.
Which other guy? The R one or this Python?
Yeah,
guy?
they are guy.
Oh, the R. Okay. I mean, yeah, R is a bit harder than Python. It would probably make sense why he's teaching it.
And he told us this Python guy said, oh, they wanted me to do R, and I told them no.
Oh,
Do
R sucks. It's not usually used. I mean, this is business, yeah. You're doing this for business. I think R is, yeah. I guess they're usually using like for business you're using R a lot, but for like in general, I think Python's the best. Like in terms of you can do more things in Python, anyways. All right.
I don't know where. Because I was looking for.
Did you try asking your professor?
Because I didn't really know what he was asking us. I mean, where we were getting that kind of thing. So I thought maybe there's something we did in the other homework that I didn't capture.
Okay.
That I didn't know anything about.
All right. Yeah, there's like, let me try to find compared to otherwise the left join most of merging. Let me just see if I can find something. Merge invoice. Found something. This is what is this customer? I don't know if this is the one. It's a invoice, customer, and product. Invoice, customer, and product.
You found it?
I found something, but I don't know if it's exactly the one that you guys are looking for.
Then that's what we're gonna use. We are not gonna kind of sweat about it. Let's just go with what you have, and that's what it's gonna have to mark.
Let me think. This one is a little like weird though. It's like using some other. I don't know if you can even download the table. That's the thing. I don't know if you can download the table that I'm looking at, but it's the same name, like invoice, customer, and product. That's not the one. Let's see. Where would you turn in the Python? Like on this homework? I don't see a link. The most important step during the process. Data merging. Yeah, I can't find something similar to this. Let's see, Python, our database, invoice, customer, product. The invoice database. What is this? So yeah, I'm only able to find the sample one. I think we need the full one. Did you guys get an email from the professor?
I don't remember seeing anything. I can check, but I didn't remember seeing anything.
Is there a video? Maybe we can watch the video. He's gonna talk about it in the video. Is there a video for this one?
Yeah, he has a couple videos. It's not even one. He has a lot of videos.
Let's watch the one for this week. Like for this week, which one is the one? It's this guy, right? Right here.
Yeah, for last
week. Where's the videos? Oh, lecture video. Let's click on the lecture video.
Okay, the lecture videos.
It has to be. Maybe it has to be here somewhere.
Okay, so let's start with the first video.
Okay, because he has to talk about it. Is it a long video usually?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an hour long. My goodness.
Yeah, its videos are very long.
Hello, class.
Oh,
That's your uncle. You remain everything from the right side and bring and join it to the left.
This is the teacher?
Here,
this is the professor?
When we are doing the mammal.
Okay.
That's him.
Data merging, right, join. Try look at the one, you know there's like multiple videos. Try look at the one, like the last one, the last video. No, not this one, the last video.
Okay, then I just go to previous. Okay, so the last one is gonna be
for the homework.
This one right here.
Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah.
Good afternoon, class. It's David.
Oh, it's only 27 minutes.
Instructor for business management.
What did you say?
It's only 27 minutes. That's good.
Okay, then that's
data management for analytics professionals. This is part of lecture 4, part 2 of Python, focusing on data exploration and dimension reduction. It's slated for Friday, October 23, 2020.
Okay.
In this demonstration, we'll focus on 3 things. One is sampling methods. The other one is data dimension reduction, and of course, as a component of dimension.
What did you say?
Have you seen this already?
No, I've only done up to the, let me see. I've only done up to the second one.
Okay. Oh, maybe this is the one. Click on it. Maybe this is the one.
Yeah, I think it looks like it.
And when we are looking at the information, the print, we'll see.
Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Can you go back? Can you go back? Like, okay, can you enlarge it? Like, it's really hard to read.
Okay, enlarge it.
Yeah, it's really hard to read. Okay.
First that we have and put it in Jupyter, and Jupyter, as you know, will be able to allow us run the programs that we have already set up. Yeah. And these are the libraries, alt, inter, all of the necessary libraries are in. Next, we need to bring the data that we will be working on. And for those, we have the
Did you want me to speed it up?
Oh, no, it's fine. We can watch it.
Information in here. And there are 2 components. First, we need to bring the full data, and these are the invoice, the customer, the product, and the iris data. We are not going to use iris data, but since the code is already there, it's okay to bring them for whatever purpose. You bring here.
Right here. It's actually right here. What about this one?
All the libraries and all the data that we'll be working on. Then next, we have to proceed into doing the sampling. And first, let's do about the sampling. Sampling, we have said that there is random sampling and random sampling. Random sampling is divided into 4: the simple random sampling, the stratified random sampling, cluster, and systemic. In this particular demonstration, we'll be focusing on the simple and the stratified. For both cases, we'll use some kinds of data frame. At the same time, also, we'll use the one that we'll be using for the IPC data. But I think first, then we need to merge the data that we brought.
Can you find where that is?
In the P.
And
it says right here, like P, it's in the C drive, users, Dawit, AM, OSU.
What did you say?
If you look over here, it tells you where it is. Users, 2020, course notes, fall 2020. Do you know where that is?
No.
Maybe try to ask him, because he should know where it is, right? Maybe just start emailing, because he should know where these guys are. I don't know why it's not in the the one that you guys are using, the database. Because after this, then he's gonna just manipulate it. But we still need the database.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
ICP data.
Yeah, are you able to email him right now?
Yeah, I can email him.
Yeah, just ask your professor to say I can't find the customer product and invoice database. Where is it? Something like that.
Okay.
And let's see if we can find it.
Okay. Let's see here.
They usually respond fast.
Yeah, I'll send it then and see if he responds.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good because then we can do this today. Because like I think 5 of the questions are like related to this.
Yeah, when I read them, it's like they're related to the second question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be good. Let me see. Maybe we can maybe since we're waiting, we can cover like something else, like in
So
Python.
while we wait. Mhm.
Yeah. Did I send you the notebooks in Python, or like some lesson plans?
No.
Let me send it to you because we can cover like so. You guys are already doing pandas, right? You guys are doing pandas and scikit-learn, something like that. Let me see.
Mhm.
So we can probably cover pandas and matplotlib. I think those are really good to cover. So let me send this to you. And let's see, send, and then we can like go over each one.
Okay.
Oh, it's already in here. Okay. All right. So let me know when you see the email.
Okay.
Let's send you. You may need access because it is over 25 megabytes.
Okay.
All right, I think it's done. So Python lesson notebook Python notebook lessons. Okay, I sent it to you. You can edit it and let me know when you get it.
Okay. It was just arrived.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Try zip it and then like let's see if you can get to the first folder.
That would be pandas.
Yeah, try to like unzip the whole thing first. Okay, try downloading the whole thing. So go back to that one, to the email.
Mm-hmm.
And then click on the bottom. This is lessons. like you know, on the bottom thing, there's like, yeah, that one. It says NAT virus scan. Click on that one. It says the down arrow. Click on the down arrow.
Over here.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, just unzip that guy, and then you should be able to get them. Okay. Try extracting it. Or I think you can, yeah, you can probably just click on it, yeah. Try to click the extract all on the top right.
Top right, extract all right here.
Yeah, try click on that one. Sometimes it does this. Yeah, that one, yeah. And extract it. Yeah, extract it, yeah. Yeah, this one, if we cover like, we don't have to cover API. It's really, I don't like doing API. We could just do pandas and matplotlib.
Okay.
It's definitely the only thing you're gonna need. I think you guys use Seaborn as well, so we could probably cover Seaborn, exactly the same as matplotlib.
Mhm.
And I think it'll be good if you, if I see you do it, because like if I do it, then it's not really effective. So yeah, let's do the same thing. So I'm just giving you this. Okay. And try click on that one. I think you should be able to click it now. Okay, let's go to pandas and then this let's see, so pandas and then I guess try to click the first one, intro pandas. That one. And then maybe we don't have to, you already know how to do Jupyter, yeah? Maybe we can do number 2.
And I can't find Jupyter anymore. What happened to it?
Is it gone? Go to Anaconda prompt. Actually, place this somewhere first. Where is this folder? Can you place this folder somewhere?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, try go back to let me think. Try go to downloads. Click on downloads. Downloads. Just click on that one, yeah. And then like this folder right here, the 01 lessons 1. Try copy it into your desktop. Yeah, just copy it. Yeah.
How do I put it in my desktop?
Yeah, put it in your desktop so that we can access it with Jupyter Notebook. Yeah, anywhere here. Actually, is that the one? We already have that one, I think. It says 01 lessons. Is that the one right there? 01 lesson?
Oh, okay.
Click on that one. It looks like that's the one. Click on it. Oh, we do have it.
Oh, we have it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let's try to go to find Anaconda prompt in the search. So search the program Anaconda prompt.
I have an Anaconda, but I just can't Jupyter.
Yeah, try search it down here in the bottom left. The one with the 4 squares. The Windows icon. Try go to the Windows icon at the bottom left. That guy, yeah. And go to search. Where's your search tool? Or search. Actually, go up. I saw Anaconda up there somewhere. Click on Anaconda 3. Right there, Anaconda prompt. The third one. Not that one, the third one.
This
Okay.
one. I don't
Yeah,
think
exit out of this guy.
I don't
Yeah,
think I clicked on the right one. Let me go back.
yeah, click on the third one. Yeah. Click on that one and then type in Jupyter Notebook. Takes a while to load. It's okay. Why is it taking a lifetime? There you go, Jupyter Notebook. And it's space notebook. You always have to do this. This is the way you access Jupyter Notebook.
Oh, it's not like
There's no other way to access it. This is the only way.
okay.
And it'll open up something in your browser.
So what do I do from here?
It's gonna load something. It's taking a while, but it's gonna load something.
Oh.
I don't know why it's taking a lifetime. There you go. All right, go to your desktop and then let's look for that folder. Not the right here. It says desktop, right? Inside Jupyter. It says desktop, right? You want to go to the desktop here, and then let's go to 01 lessons, and let's look for that folder, the Netflix one. Again, yeah. Let's click on this guy, and then go to Pandas, and then go to intros, yeah. And go to number 2, Netflix remix Jupyter. No, number 2. I think number 1 we already know how to do it. Number 2, yeah, this guy, and then go to solve. And then go to Netflix remix. So I guess the way we're gonna do this is let's just go through each cell one by one.
Okay.
And do you remember how to run each cell? You just click on run or like shift enter. Okay. So the very first thing when you're running Python or Jupyter Notebook, you always want to import different things, yeah. So like that's the first guy right there, modules, import OS, import CSV.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of similar to like R. So try running that one. Yeah, just run it, yeah. So, okay, there you go, it runs. Nothing happened, but what actually happened is you import it. Now you can use functions. Kind of same thing with R. So, for example, so the next one, this next guy right here, this is how you input, like, what if you want to know, what if you, like, what show or movie are you looking for, right? So click on that one, run it. And then just run it, yeah. So now let's take a look at, like, put lie to me, L-I-E, and to me, whatever they put in there. Just type something in, lie to me is like one of the, and see what happens. Enter. Okay, hopefully that's a movie. Okay, let's go to number 3. And then so this next one right here, do you remember like we read in R, we read like the CSV file, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we turn it into a Python or like a programming object. So in here, we're gonna turn it into a Python object. So how you do that is, so you see this this resources, the resources guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's the folder. Like, so if you try go back to the other the desktop one, like you see up top, there's a desktop. Click on that one. Like up top right. The tab up top. Like all the way to the top right.
This one.
To the right. Not there. On the right. On the right here, next to the Netflix guy. On the tab, not there, like on the right, all the way to the right. And then top, go up. You see this desktop right here? The one with the Jupyter notebook? Desktop.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah, this guy. Click on that guy. Yeah. So you see there's a resources folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you click on the resources, click on the resource folder. On the right there, resources. So inside is our CSV file, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go back to the Netflix notebook. Go back to the Netflix notebook. Yeah, that one. So if you look at line number 3, or like code 3, bracket 3, and line number 2, it says resources and Netflix ratings, right? This is how you type like what folder it's in. So like you put in the folder name first. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
So you put the folder name.
Here, I'm just gonna point to it. You see this guy right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's this resources guy, which is the folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then inside the folder is our file. So that's how you do it, because then your CSV file is inside the resources folder. So you have to do this: string, comma, and then comma, and then string again, which is the name of your file. And then how you access that is using this os.path.join. This is the reason why we imported os, because you want to access this function os.path.join. And this os.path.join, it transfers the CSV file to a Python object. Yeah.
Okay.
And so this the CSV path now is whatever this guy is. And then what we're gonna do, if you look at number 6 right here, is now we're gonna make Python read your CSV. And so how we do that is we do this with open. So the CSV path is this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just passed, because we passed it to a variable. So now we're gonna open it with open, and you have to do this as CSV file. And then when you do that, you just have to write this. So CSV reader, and then equals CSV.reader, and then the file that you have. So the CSV file has to be the same guy as this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if there's a, and then you have to type this delimiter thing. Is the reason why you put in a comma here, is because CSV is comma separated, right? That's what it stands for, comma separated value.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have to have this delimiter, and then that's it. After you do that, it will read whatever you have here. Whatever that movie that you just said, this Lie to Me movie, is gonna be, it's gonna read that. And from there, that's it. It's just doing this for loop, and the for loop is putting the this rating right here, this TV14 and then 89, and TV14. That's what I'm saying is rated right here. So this row 0 is the name of the movie, yeah. And then this row 1 is the this is row 1 right here. This is the rating. The main point, like, I don't want you to get bogged down with this. The main point here is we're trying to read this file, this CSV file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try to look at something else. Let's go back to this guy. Try to look at something else. So it's like, so let's actually look at a Pandas one, creating data frames. I think that one was just like reading a CSV file. Okay. Okay. I want you to do this one. So for the first one, let's import Pandas. Okay, so Pandas is the main like module or library where you're gonna create and then manipulate tables, and they call this data frames. And then so one of the ways that you can create is like a type of data is like maybe a one dimensional data, and that's what you call like a panda series, like a one dimensional. Like it's not really a multiple column. It's just a bunch of just one column in essence right here. You just have one list, and that's what you call a series. So how you create that is, so you know how over here you did import pandas as PD. So now instead of writing pandas every single time, you could just write PD.
Oh, okay.
And that's like over here. So instead of writing pandas, you just use PD. So PD dot, and you do, this is a function of pandas series. So when you do PD dot series, whatever you feed the argument that's inside this parentheses, it's gonna create a list from it, a series. It's gonna create this list, this table, pretty much a series table. And what you have to feed it is a list. So a list is just a like a when you have, remember in R we created like a vector. So you just have to put like brackets, square brackets, yeah. And then inside the square brackets you have like different items. So maybe you want to do UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Irvine, and University of Central Florida, and Rutgers University. So these are the different items you have the list. And then so when you do that, it's gonna create this list for you. Does that make sense? It's just gonna create a list for you, like a table. And then like you make it equal a variable. So this is now a list or a series variable. And then like you just print out this data series. Here you're not printing it, you're just assigning it. You're assigning like PD series into data series variable. And then once you want to output it, just type it again. And this is what you get, yeah? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then so that's series. Series is just a type of just a one-dimensional like table. And now let's create a data frame. So a data frame is like a bunch of columns. So like two-dimensional. There's 2, 3, whatever, how many columns you want. So when you want to create a column or like a data frame is just a special name for like a table. When you want to create a data frame, all you have to do is use a dictionary. So you have to use a dictionary within a list. So this is one way of doing it. There's like, I think 2 ways. So this is this is method 1, and then this is method 2. For me, I don't like method 1. I like method 2 better, and you'll see why. So method 1, if you take a look at this guy, you have to create a dictionary. So a dictionary is just another type of list. So you see this curly brace right here? This curly brace, when you encapsulate like whatever's inside, this is called a dictionary. This guy right here. Yeah? And a dictionary has like, it's just a special type of list. And what you put inside is like, so this state right here, and then the abbreviation, this guy. These will become your column names. So you see it's a column name, right? State and abbreviation. Yeah? So what we're trying to do here is for each one of these curly braces, you want to define each one of these cells. So for example, for the first cell here in the 0th row, everything in Python always starts with 0. It doesn't start with 1. So in the 0th row, you have this New Jersey as a state, right? Yeah. So how do you define that? You do it this way. So it belongs in the state column, yeah. And then you put this colon in here, and then you put in New Jersey. So that's that guy, right? And then what about the associated like abbreviation? So this is how you do it. So inside the curly braces, you have state, colon, New Jersey. Make sure you put the quotation marks, because like both of them have to be strings in a dictionary. And then you put a comma. When you put a comma, that's meaning like within the same row, I want to make the abbreviation of New Jersey as NJ. But how you do that is how you tell Python to do that is you put in whatever the column name is, and then colon again, and then you put in the actual value of the cell. So the pattern here is if you want to define like a cell, you put in the column name before the colon sign, and you put the colon, and whatever's after the colon, whatever's after the colon is the cell value. Yeah? Does that make sense? That's how you do this one. This method sucks. I don't really like this method. But that's like method one. Same with the other one. State, New York, right? State is the column name. Cell is the New York, right? Abbreviation for associated like New York is NJ, NY. So you put it in the same like curly brace, but you have two things here. Does that make sense? It's like, it's really, what I don't like about this is you're repeating the column name.
Yeah, it's like you're repeating it.
Yeah, which is not, I don't like doing that. Like the method two is the one that I like. But does this make sense though? So you have to create a dictionary, which is this thing inside the curly brace. And then what's inside here is just you're just defining each row. So the first item of the list. So, you know, you have this like the list, right? Because it's a bracket. This is a bracket.
Right.
So inside the bracket, this is where you put the dictionary. And then within each element, so the first element of this list is each row. Makes sense. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then after you do that, you feed it into this guy so that you can actually create this data frame. You put in, instead, the first one we did PD series, right? PD.series. This next one is PD.dataframe, yeah? Because it's a data frame now. It's not a series. The difference is you have multiple columns for a data frame, but you only have one column for the series. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, so method one sucks. Don't try to do method one. I'm just telling you what it is. Method two is the one that you should do mostly. And this is the reason why. So if you take a look at this, it's the same thing. Well, not like similar, but like not the same value. So how you define a data frame in this type of setting is you're only defining the column name once. Look at this, dynasty, pharaoh. Dynasty, pharaoh, right? Once, it only happens once, not the same as this guy. And then how you define each cell for each column is you do this colon, right? Same with this guy. So you do this colon, right? And then you create a list. Why don't we just create a list inside? So you have a dictionary with the curly brace, and then whatever you put as your first thing before the colon sign is the name of your label, the name of your column. And whatever comes after the colon sign, you have to do this bracket thing, bracket, and you define your cells. You don't have to repeat the column name. See, for everything in the column of dynasty, I have early dynasty period, which is the first one here, right? And then comma, old kingdom, which is the second guy here, right? Yeah? And then look at pharaoh. Pharaoh is the column name, and everything after the colon sign is the cell, the cell value. So, you know, you create like a list, which is this bracket thing. So the first cell in the column of pharaoh is whatever, how you ever pronounce this, Thinings, whatever, Thinings. And then Memphis, yeah? So does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's easy, right? Like it's better than this other guy. You're always repeating. This one is like, you have a column name and then everything is the cell name. It's like you're just doing this, but you're writing it in a codified way. Yeah? So does that make sense? That's how you create data frames from user inputs. You can actually create this like using a different way, but then like from a CSV. But then this is when you have when you want to create your own data frame or table. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you put the braces. You start with the braces in the data frame.
Yeah. So just forget about this one. You don't want to remember this one. This one right here, how you define it is you do the PD.data frame, and then inside the parentheses, which is all these guys, right? This is inside the parentheses of PD.data frame, right? Yeah. You put the braces first, and the braces kind of define what the dictionary is. And inside this dictionary, the very first thing you put in before the colon sign is the column name. After the colon sign, you define a list, which is this bracket thing, the square bracket. So inside the bracket, you put in your cells. So for each one of the columns, you put in your cell value. Yeah, very simple, right? Okay. And then like maybe if you want to create your own, let's try like creating our own, like maybe fruits. I'm gonna create this one. I want you to create another one as well. So like let's do pd.dataframe, yeah? Just so that we understand what we're doing here. So let's see. Let's try do like, this is just gonna be a fruit on that side. So I'm just setting things up first. So, you know, you have your bracelets first, right? I mean, I guess we can say like red fruits. I don't know. And then like, what's after that guy? You have to put in a colon, right? And you put in a bracket, right? And then what are the type of red fruit? There's like apple, I guess cherry, right? Cherry. And then you put in a comma, because after the comma is going to be the next column, yeah? So the next column, I'm going to say like orange or...
Yeah, orange.
Or I don't know, is there even an orange one? Oh, there is an orange one, yeah. Orange would be, it's not much, it's probably a bad topic. Melon. Melon. And then the other one would be an orange. And these are the cell values, right? And then I already have the closing brace, so that should be it. And then let's actually let's output it. So that's just defining it, and then now you want to output it.
Why do you have the half a bracket there?
Oh, we didn't run this guy. Let me see. This guy, run that, and then run. Oh wait, data frame. There you go. What is that?
The this one right here.
Why is that there?
Yeah. Or is it because it's coming from here?
Yeah.
Okay,
You have to. Okay, you got it. Okay. Try to create your own. Like, show me something that's similar to this.
Okay, so I would say Ohio. No, I'm gonna complicate it.
Okay. We could do cities, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Okay,
Whatever you like.
let's say season,
Okay.
and then that is season data frame.
Okay, good. Okay.
I could start with no, I would wait. I would start with. Let me start right. I'll start with the Panda, the data frame.
Yeah, you have to name this first, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, technically, you don't have to name it. You could just output this, but then yeah, you could just output it.
And then
And what do you start with?
then I start with the curly brace.
Exactly. Yep. Curly brace.
And then I'll put season.
Okay. What I would do is I would enter first, like try enter, and then make the curly brace at the bottom. Yeah, easy. It's easier to see it this way.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, but then what do you have to do? You have to put it in quotations, right?
Yeah, so I put in.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
And what's next? Okay.
And I'll put and then I'm gonna put, let's say, winter.
Okay. You have to put in a quotation mark. There you go. And then what's next?
Snow.
Okay.
And come to the second one. It will be rain.
And this is your second column?
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably line it up. Try line it up with season. It'll be easier that way to see. Like
So how do I do that?
Just space bar. Go to the left of the quotation. Just space bar it, like space, and line it up with season.
Okay.
Yeah, line it up with season, and then start right there. Yeah. This is easy to see. It's easier to see if you line it up with season.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that anymore. You still have the curly brace, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You only need the curly brace once. So you could just start the next column name. Okay. So it has to be a column name, right? It needs to be a colon. Okay, what goes inside here? There you go. Okay, you could do that one. That's good. I think this is done. After you have that, you could just enter it. Like try run it, shift and enter. Or like click on run. You could click on run as well. There you go. How's that? It's pretty nice. How does it look? So yeah, you can mess around with these ones. Yeah. Does this one make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Let's move on to another one. So let's look at. So this is just creating data frames. Let's actually now manipulate them. I think that's the next one. Or like maybe let's just take a look at what this is.
Professor
All right.
is not responding.
Huh?
Professor has not responded.
He hasn't responded yet?
No, yet.
That's crazy. He needs to respond because like, oh, you need to finish the homework.
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay. If not, you could always send me his stuff, and then I'll see if I can send you something later today. If he responds today, but if it's like tomorrow, just send it to me, and then I should be able to send you the Python file, and you can answer the questions. Okay. So for this one, I think you can interpret this now. This is kind of similar to what we've done, right? Yeah. So
this is a little different.
This one?
Because I didn't start like that.
Yeah, but then it's kind of similar, right? Like you have this brace thing.
Yeah, but it's like what I mean by that is like I didn't do this part, this other part.
You don't have to do that. That part right there. The reason why they're doing that, you could do it without it. If you want to name your data frame, if you want to name your data frame, this is what you do. You know this already, right? You can just assign something to
something to
a variable, yeah.
But
it's optional. You don't have to do that. It's easier to do that, yeah. It's easier to do that because then you have a name for it, which is this guy. But taking a look at this, does this sound like, does this look familiar? Like you know what this is now, right? These are the columns.
Yeah, now this is familiar.
And then each one of these are the cell values, right? And it's not just strings. You could put numbers as well, integers or floats. Okay, so this makes sense now. Looking at this, you can imagine this is the output, right?
Yes.
What about this guy? This is the method one, which I don't like. How do you feel about this guy?
Let's see.
And then this is
Right.
this is method this is
It
method one.
yeah, this is just like a multi kind of thing.
Like it's like
And
pretty much like if you look at this guy, it's your first row, right?
yeah.
So this method right here is by columns, and this method is by rows. You're defining the columns this way. That's why I like doing this because it's easier to read. But this you're defining each one of the columns. So for example, this first one right here is this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this next one, and you have multiple curly braces because it's a column. You're defining each row. Yeah, is this second one, right? Yeah. And then this third one right here is the third row, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this next guy right here is this guy. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is just a review. Let's look at the next one. It's always good to look at these ones because you know, they build on top of each other. So let's take a look at data functions. And then, so it's the same thing. Now we go back to the CSV. So you know how like in the previous ones, we were creating our own table, right? Data frame.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're gonna go back to the CSV. So same thing, we're gonna import the pandas. And then now, do you remember what I said? Like if it's inside a folder, like if you look, take a look over here, it's inside a folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy. So you want to assign this to a variable. It's easier to read that way. So it's called data file. This is the, you know, how you find your folder or your data frame or data set.
That is it.
Your data set is inside a folder, so you just do this. This is the pretty much the directory how you get there. And then how you read it is pd.read CSV. You kind of seen this before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read underscore CSV. You've seen this before.
Yes. Back in R.
Yeah, it's the same thing though. The only difference is you're using pandas or
Panda.
yeah. And then so this whole exact thing right here, you put it inside pd.read CSV. And then that's all they're doing. They're putting this inside a variable. So this is the data frame name now, right? Data file, data frame. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this makes sense, right? You assign this. You don't have to assign it. You could directly put this inside this guy right here. But all they're doing here is transferring the CSV data set into a data frame. Makes sense? We've done this many times. This is just Python's way. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that the data set is inside Python, we can manipulate it. We can look at it. We can filter it. Same thing as what we did in R. So the very first thing that you can do is read the dot head. The dot head, you know, you have this data frame, right? And you do dot head. When you do dot head, it gives you the first 5 rows. So let's do that. When you run it, oh, forgot. Let's go run this guy, run these guys. So first 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to do the last 5 rows, it's not dot head, it's a dot tail. Dot tail. So dot tail, last 5 rows, yeah? 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, or 96, 97, 98, 99, 1000. Yeah? And maybe if you don't want to show 5 is default if you don't put anything inside the parentheses. But what if you wanted to show like 10? Just type in 10. And it'll show you, for head, it'll show you the first 10 rows. Yeah? First 10 rows. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And what about the tail? What if you wanted to do the last 10 rows? You just put a number 10. So without the parentheses, its default is 5. The value is 5. If you want more than 5, like 6, 7, 8, 9, you have to put a number. Does that make sense?
So when you enter the number, then that's how it gives you 10 rows.
Yeah, you could always enter a number if you want. You could put like 1. It'll only show you 1. Like whatever, how many rows you want to show, yeah? 2 and 3, whatever many. You could put in like 20.
Okay. Then you okay.
Yeah, so this is how you manipulate and filter. You're not manipulating it, you're just filtering the data right now, so you can read it. So does that make sense? Okay.
That's
And then
how
the next thing now is like maybe do you remember statistics? We did some statistics in R. You could also do that in Python, right? So how you do that is so you have this data frame, and you do dot describe. So when you do dot describe, open parentheses, where is it? Dot describe right here. So you see this? It's so simple. It gives you the number of, count is the number of rows that you have, number of data rows, and the mean of your amount. This amount right here, this amount row right here. This will only do like statistics if it's a numerical column. It's gonna ignore all your categorical columns. Yeah. It's only gonna do it on your numerical columns. And then standard deviation, STD, minimum MIN, 25%, 50%, 75% maximum value. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So that one, yeah, that's like a simple one. And then dot head, I already explained that one. And then now let's get more complicated. So what if I only wanted to look at, so this is your full data frame, right?
Right.
What if I only wanted to look at the last name column? Yeah. We've done this in R, like filtering this. It's kind of similar. So what if I only wanted to look at last name? Yeah.
Last name. So
the column. If I wanted to look at the last name column only, this is how I would do it. So if I want to take a look at my last name column, it would be the data frame. Yeah. And then you put a bracket. And you put the name of your column, last name. Yeah. So the name of your column. Let me show you. Let me show you that. Like, it's easier to see if it's like down here. So if you take a look at the full data frame, you put head. It's the same, right? You have what is it? Lopez, White, Lewis, Burns, and Lopez, White, Lewis, Burns. It's the same thing, right? So does that make sense? That if you want the first name, you just change this. You just change this the name right here, and you put in the first names now. First name column only. Todd, Joshua, Mary, and then like I think if you do, let me see if this works. Do frame. Okay, if you know how like ugly that looked. Like take a look at what it was before. If you take a look at what this is, like right here, it looks kind of weird, right? Is that like this guy? If you put in like .to_frame, you can make it look nicer, like what we have here. So everything that you're doing to this data frame, you're just gonna add multiple dots, like .head, .to_frame, whatever you want to do to this. It's gonna act on this data frame. And if you want to filter it, you do like square brackets. And if you want to look at like each one of the columns, you square bracket it, and then you put in the column name, first name, last name. You can even do gender. It'll only give you gender, yeah, the column. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's how you filter the column and filter the rows by doing head and tail. But what if that's only one column? What if you wanted to do like multiple columns? Yeah, like multiple columns. So let's see. Why this is $1,000? Let me see. Okay, that's because I was doing something earlier. So what if I wanted to filter like multiple things? You know how the other one I was only able to filter it once, right here, one column at a time.
Mm-hmm.
What if I want to filter like 2 columns? All you have to do is like bracket. So you create 2 brackets, yeah? So the data frame, right? The data frame. And then from that data frame, I'll probably take this guy out. So just comment it and then like print. Let's print this guy. Or actually, let me just, there you go. It's easier. You don't actually have to print. But like, when you take a look at this, I have only the first name column and the last name column, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first one, the difference between the first one, whereas there's only 1 column, is there's only 1 bracket here, right? There's only 1 bracket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do more than 1, you do 2 columns. I mean 2 brackets, right?
So does it mean if I want like 3 columns and I do 3 brackets?
No, you only do 2, and then you just add the name. It's only 1 or 2. Yeah, it's only 1 or 2. So 1 is 1 bracket for 1 single column, and then 2 brackets for more than 1.
For more than 1.
Yeah.
And then whatever it is you want to add, you just add it.
You just add it, yeah. And if you take a look at this, you can actually change the order. I think you can change the order. Let me see if you can. What's it? Last name. Yeah, you can change the order this way. You saw how like the gender was after in the original
gender
frame. You can move this around. You can move this guy around the way you want it to look. And again, you can manipulate it with like head. Head maybe only like 5. So it only shows 5, yeah. Pretty simple, right? I mean, like, you know, we can cover more of these, but now let's actually do some statistics. So what if you want to do the average, like the actual like average amount, yeah, of this guy column? How would you do that? Like, can you imagine a way of like accessing the amount? How would you do that?
So mean?
Yeah. So what if you wanted to do the mean? Let's just do something here. So remember, how do you filter 1 column at a time? How would you do it?
That'll be
1 bracket, right?
1 bracket.
And then what do we put inside?
Then we put mean.
The amount
Or amount.
Right? Because we wanna only filter the amount. So, you know, 1 thing at a time. Well, let's filter amount, and what do you get? You get only the amount, right? So with this, to get the mean, all you have to do is dot mean. That's it. Make sense? If you want to do the median, dot median. Yeah? Easy, right? Not that bad. If you want to sum them, do dot sum. Oh, don't forget the dot. Yeah, it's not bad, right? Okay.
Why did you put that sum?
If you want to add the whole amount, the whole, like from this all the way to the end. Like this guy plus this guy plus this guy plus this guy.
Okay, then that's when you add the sum, that something.
Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna take a look at how to filter it so that you're not adding everything. You're only adding like partial, you know, from 1 to 5. But we're gonna take a look at that later on. Right now, this dot sum on the column is gonna add every row of the column. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then so you have mean, median, you have sum. What if you want to ask yourself, I want to know how many different, like for example, you have a lot of first names, right? A lot of people, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to ask yourself how many different types or different names that are unique. Because some people can have multiple Pauls, multiple Marys, right?
Yeah.
So the one thing I would do is you do the data frame, you filter the first name, yeah? You filter the first name. So knowing what we just talked about, this is just gonna filter out the first name column, right? Yeah? This is just gonna filter out the first name column. And then you put dot unique. So when you do data frame, and then you bracket first name, you filter out the first name column. And then you wanna ask yourself how many unique first names are there. So you just do dot unique. And I'll give you all the unique ones, the ones that are not repeating. See, there's Paul here. I know if Paul's also gonna show up somewhere. And then, so that's it. And then what if you wanted to count how many there are, right? How many different unique first names there are, right? Yeah. How would you do that? So since you assigned this to unique, I'm just gonna act on unique. All you have to do. So what is this? This is a list, right?
Yes.
All you have to do is type in, I think, was it len? Let me see if it's len. Len, yeah. So what is len? Len allows you to like count how many elements are within a list, and unique is a list. So when you do len and then this thing right here, it tells you how many unique first names there are in our database. Does that make sense?
So that len is just for multiple.
Okay. Len just counts how many different elements are within a list. So let me show you the list again. So yeah, what is this? This list is the unique first names, right? So it's a list. So if it's a list, I can use len, and len just counts how many different things are inside this list. It counts how many different things are inside the list. So this, in a nutshell, gives the user how many different unique first names in our database. If you wanted to change it to like last name, just change it to last name, unique, and I'll change it.
So when I run it, do I run it like here only, or like from number 2? Or
it doesn't matter. In Python, it'll run each one of these cells like one by one. You see this guy right here?
Okay.
You don't have to highlight anything. You just have to click on the cell and then run it.
Oh, okay.
It won't run everything else. It'll only run the one that's shown in green. It won't run everything. It'll run like whatever's shown in green.
Whatever is in green.
Yeah. This next one right here is it's not that complicated, but it's kind of like a summary. What if you wanted to, do you remember? Okay, let's take a look at what unique is again. Let's take a look at unique. So you know how you have different names here, right? And then like, what if I wanted to count how many different, for each name, how many different ones do I have? Like how many different times does it appear, right? For each name. This is kind of like the group by thing in R. How you do that is you just do data frame bracket first name, which this filters out the first name column only, right? It shows you only the first name column. And then you put in dot value counts. So that value counts, forget about this head part. That head just tells you that I want to know the first 5 rows, right? So if you want to know only if you want to know like the number of times a particular first name appears in our database, you just do data frame first name. That's only acting on it only shows you the first name. And when you do dot value counts, it gives you how many times each one of these guys, the ones that have a first name, appears in your data frame. So 12 times you have Robin, 11 times you have Jose, you have 10 times Paula, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
In the first one, we didn't know how many of each one. We only knew how many we had total, right?
Yeah.
This one, it tells you how many of each one. So you do the first name that value counts tells you how many of each one. If you want to know the how many total, you just do dot unique, len dot unique. That's all you have to do. This guy. You don't actually have to, I always don't like, I like to just do this. So len dot unique, there's a difference between these two, right? Yeah, this guy versus this guy, yeah, there's a difference, right?
Okay.
So this one counts how many different the unique names you have. This one counts how many other names appears within your database. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess moving forward. Okay, this is a good one. Let me see what this does. Okay, so what if you wanted to add, like, for example, we started with, what's our original data? We have ID, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just the, whatever row number it is. And we have first name column, right? And we also have a last name column, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then gender, and we also have amount. Up to this point, this is our original data frame, right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then you ask yourself, how do you add new columns, right? How would you add new columns? It's easy. This is how you do it. So when you want to add new columns, you just type in, you've seen this before, data frame, and then bracket, and the name of the new column. The name of the new column. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You're not filtering, you're just adding now. The same way as where you filtered the column is the same way how you add it. The only difference is now when you're going to add a new column, then you have to assign it something. You have to make it equal something. Yeah? So what do you want to make it equal? Thousands of dollars. So this thousands of dollars, this is just an equation. And what we want to do here, if you take a look at this, it's just taking your amount for each cell here, each amount, and it's dividing it by 10,000, yeah? It's dividing each cell amount by 10,000. Does that make sense? Look, if you look over here, data frame, it's filtering the amount for each one of these guys, yeah? You're dividing it by 1,000, yeah. And then the thing is, I know how to do that, but I want to assign that to a column. So how you do that is you type in data frame, bracket, the name of the new column, thousands of dollars, and then you put in the equal sign, and then you put in an equation. The equation is right here. You're taking everything in the amount and you're dividing it by 10,000. And that's what you have. You're dividing it by 10,000, yeah? Does that make sense though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then now I want to add this other guy, Aber, whatever this is. I think I just created this at one point. But this Aber guy is, I got this amount, yeah? And I want to minus 24. For some reason, I want to minus 24, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then I assign it to this new column, data frame name, bracket, the name of the new column, Aber, equals Aber, which is this guy, yeah? So after you do that, you have this new column. Let's try creating our own column. So maybe another column would be like, maybe you take data file.df, or maybe let's take data.file.df, and then I want to create the let's create the amount again, and then let's times it by 2. Yeah, let's times it by 2. Yeah. And then from there, we want to create a new name for the column. And what do we want to create? Let's say new, or let's just call it the same thing, another column. Make sure it's like a string though, new column.
Mm-hmm.
And then since you're assigning, you're not filtering, you have to make this equal sign because it's a new column name. And then I want to make it equal whatever, this mathematical thing that I did here. So I'm going to make it another column. And if you take a look at this, I have another column, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's another column is just what? What did we do? We times 2 for each of these amounts, right? We times it by 2. And you get your new column. Okay, I want you to do this one. So like create like another column, but then like maybe like kind of similar to what I did, but something different.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you could actually do it all at once. So now this is the name of the column, right?
Mm-hmm.
Row 1. Okay. What do you want to do in row 1?
I just want to see the names.
What names? The first names?
The first names.
Okay, so how would you do that?
So
It would be data file df, right? Right? This is a data file. You want to make it equal to first names?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you could do that. One thing I would do is you could probably put it, like combine the first name and last name. Yeah, you could do that one, right?
Okay.
Try to do that. Data file df bracket first name plus data file df last name. So equal what? Data file df, right?
Data file.
And then like first name bracket first name. Bracket. You have to use a bracket, not a curly brace. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, and then your data file. I think you have to put over here. You have to put in the this guy. Put in like an underscore for this guy.
Right here.
For this one right here, right here. This one right here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You have to put in the underscore.
Underscore.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the first statement. Now plus. Now you want a plus. So plus. What do you want to plus in there? Maybe like a space. You can put in like a space because I think it's a string, right? Like, because then you have the first name, right? Like I would probably put in a space, right? Like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in there, just type in data file df last name. I think you could do this. Let me see if you can do it. df. Okay, let's see if this works. Try to run it. Nice, it worked. That's good. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The reason why we added that the extra plus is because of the space. Yeah. Yeah, we need the space in between.
Or between the names, the
Yeah.
last and the first name.
Yeah, because then if you don't
So that
do
it
it,
doesn't come as a string.
it doesn't scale. Yeah, you have to put it. You have to define everything, right? Because it's a string. You have to define space. You have to define everything. It's a string that's like.
Oh.
You would have known that if you didn't do that. Like if you didn't add the space in there plus space, it would be Todd Lopez connected. Joshua.
Like all one name.
Yeah, you don't want that one. So that's why you have to add that part.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, this one isn't bad. What do you think? It's not bad, right? Actually, show me. So this is creating and adding a column. What if you only wanted to show row 1? What would you do on the next one? On this guy right here. So you have this guy now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to know row 1. How do I want to filter this so that I only see row 1 in this next one?
So
I want to know row 1 column. That's it. Nothing else should show up.
row 1.
Okay. In bracket, right? Yep. Okay. And then what do you put in the bracket? Awesome. It has to match exactly like the way you spelt it. So it's like lowercase o. That's the thing with these strings. That's the match. And then run it. Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, it looks ugly, right? It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So do you remember how we fix that? So like, how you fix this is you do dot to underscore frame, empty parentheses, and you run it, and it'll look exactly like what you have here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, what if I wanted to only show the first 5 rows? How would I manipulate this? Well, first 5 rows. What do I need to add?
First 5 rows.
Dot what? What do you need to do? Dot first 5 rows. Dot what?
Then I put 5 here.
Not right there. You have to put it after, right? This is a different thing. What's the command? Dot what? Head, tail. Which one is it? Head or tail? First 5 rows.
First 5 rows. Dot
Head, right?
dot head.
Okay. So type dot head. And then like a head, and then like what do you put inside? I think you should just remember this one. So you put 5, right? So you put like parentheses 5. You put parentheses 5. Yeah. And then run that on. And then nice. So what about the last 5 rows? How do I change this? How do I change this one?
Okay, the last 5 rows.
Yeah. What do you need to change?
Then I will need to put here
Tail, right?
tail.
Okay. And run that on.
And then I go to
Perfect. So that's pretty much everything we've learned in this notebook. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's do something else. We still have more time. Let's did your professor email you yet?
my professor. I don't know if he's mad that I didn't do the assignment on time.
Oh man. Like just tell him like I need to finish
Yeah, I even sent him a text.
Okay. He'll probably respond tomorrow.
And he has not responded to the text, neither have I seen anything. Oh wait, there's something red in my email. Hold on.
Go back.
Yeah, there's something red in my email. Let me see.
Oh look, he responded to you.
Oh, okay, he has responded to the email. I'll check what I said back.
Okay, I think he said something already.
Yeah. Because he was aware I was sick. I sent him the stuff too, so he could see.
He said something. It's uploaded in Carmen.
He said, he's saying, Mary, it's uploaded in Carmen module.
Yeah, let's go to that one. Module 5
2.
part 2. Module 5 part. Let's go to that one.
Okay. Okay. Let me first of all acknowledge. Before I forget.
Okay. I think since it's a little bit late, just send me those things and show me, and then if you're okay, I'll send it to you sometime either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's just take a look at it.
Module 5.
Okay. Let's take a look at it.
talks about module 5. Is that how did he end up having a module 5 thing for last week?
It's in module 5, I guess. He's saying it's somewhere here. Part 2. It's in part 2. He says.
You said part 2. So
Click on this one, yeah. And then scroll down. Or click on the file, I guess. Oh, that's just reading. Where's the actual files? Should I go back? It's not in here. Where's the Excel file? Should I go in? Where's the Excel file?
I don't see. I don't find the thing in module 5 where it's saying.
He's saying it's in module 5, part 2. Should I go back?
You will find 4 data tables in Excel file.
Yeah, should I go back?
Okay, so let me go back. Okay, module 5, part 2. Module 5, part 2 is this one.
Is it in module 4? Or module 4? Why is he saying module 5?
Let me do module 4.
Yeah, it looks like it's right here. But where is it in here? Try click on the attend on campus class session. What is that one?
Oh, this one was just when we go to class on Saturday. Once in a while we go to class on Saturday too. Otherwise, class is normally on Thursday evening.
Let me just see something. I don't know why. Let me see if I can find it. What the heck is going on? Where is it? It's not in here. What is he talking about? It's not in here.
Unless he's talking about the video.
What is he saying? What is this? It's not in here. Is it at the bottom? It's not even at the bottom, man.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is he talking about?
Part 2.
Why doesn't he just send it to you, you know? Why doesn't he just send it to you? This is not good. So, you should tell him to send it to you. You don't see it in here. Okay, opening the PDF. Can we just paste this in Python? Like, can you guys access Python through Carmen?
Just the one we downloaded.
I don't know why this is.
That's
like,
what I know.
I don't know why he's saying that. So because it's not in here. The link is in here. The links are in here, but like, how did he say that you're supposed to access like Python? Because the link is in here, right here. This is the link.
That's the link.
But the thing is, it's not like anywhere that you can download, you know. Do you guys have like an online way of accessing Python?
No, this one we just did it from the internet. Actually, him and I did it together.
This is not.
We got it from the internet.
I don't know. I can't find it. You gotta ask him. Where is it? I don't have it. Yeah, you have to tell him. Can you just send it to me? I don't know. Or you probably have to call him. Or I don't know.
But it's kind of late. I can't call him now.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because like it's
tomorrow, it will mean I have to wait in the evening to call him, because during the day he works for.
Oh, he does this on the side.
Yeah, he works. Yeah, he does this on the side. He works for Wells Fargo. He's I think he said he's a senior vice president or something there.
That's fine.
Yeah. So during the day he's doing his daytime job, and then at night.
Just schedule like a meeting with him, cause where he can like look at your, you know, like go through the process of downloading it, because you can't find it.
It is uploaded in Command Module 5 Part 2. You will find the 4 data tables in Excel file.
Yeah, I know, but where is it? Like it's inside the video and in a link, but you can't find the link.
I cannot find the link now.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. That's how. That's just asking. Can we schedule like a session where you can help me download those? Okay. All right. Can you do that, and then we'll just talk about it. Email. I can send you the answer.
Right.
Okay. I think I gotta go. I gotta do other things, but yeah, I'll help you once you get that table.
Yeah. Then I
cool.
just. Yeah.
All right, Mary. Have a good night, and then yeah, I'll definitely help you. Just let me know once you get it.
Cool.
All right. Have a good one.
You as well. Thanks for your time, Paul.